up, everyone? It's the day before Halloween, and this is Clock Management. I'm your host, Justin, and as always, I'm joined by Perry.
Justin? I thought your name was Summer.
Why is that?
Because you're hot as hell.
All right.
All right.
I am born in summer. Okay. Not as good as last time. The last one,
okay.
That one was awesome. If you guys didn't see that one, go back and check it out.
Yeah. Did you share that one with your wife?
I did not.
Okay. That's probably the right choice.
Yeah, I didn't want her to feel intimidated, so.
I know your wife, and I fear for the man that ever says that to her. She is formidable.
She's a formidable foe.
Yes, she is.
We were talking earlier. I'm having a drink over here. I got a Modelo's Michelada.
Yeah. I don't know why they made me pay for it, but I've got a pear cider here. It's got my name on it.
Yeah. What do you have a new decoration back there, Perry? What's that behind Warcraft?
This one?
Yeah, behind the box. There's something sticking out on the side. Check it out for me real quick.
I'm not going over there.
Check it out for me.
What did you have Kinsey do? Oh, no.
What is it, Perry?
Sorry. Oh my God. I can't believe that you pulled that off. I'm unbelievably impressed.
Oh man.
I thought it was gonna be an ice.
That's what it was supposed to be, but they didn't have them where she went.
Thank God. Thank God. Well, that means I don't have to drink it right now. Wow.
Yeah. I orchestrated that. Are you proud of me?
Well done. I'm blown away.
Yeah. For those of you listening to the podcast, by the way, it was a White Claw back there behind his box.
It's a big White Claw.
Yeah.
Too.
I didn't know they came in that size.
Yeah, that thing just keeps on going.
That's the Monster Energy drink size.
Right. Does it have a resealable lid?
Does it sound like a jet taking off when you open it?
I know. Oh my. Okay.
All right. But you want to get us into some news?
Or...
Yeah.
Yeah, we need to jump into some news here. Wait, Justin, we're giving away a jersey today, aren't we?
Yeah. Make sure you guys subscribe on YouTube so you could get more of this, I guess, fantasy advice when we get to it. But
yeah.
We appreciate it. And then leave a comment. We'll be giving away a jersey tomorrow, Halloween Day, announcing on Twitter for an autographed DeMarco Murray jersey. So leave a comment below, and that enters you to win the jersey. And I'll be putting up a vote for our next giveaway here in a couple days. So you guys can choose what jersey you win.
Yeah, absolutely. Please, it's so easy. Subscribe, leave a comment. That's it.
That's a two-step process.
I know. A lot of places make you email a picture of your comment, all kinds of weird stuff. We don't want that.
Yeah.
Just leave a comment that says Perry is recording in his sweatpants, and now everybody knows because made him get up.
Leave a comment saying chug the White Claw.
Yeah. I mean, I won't, but you could win a jersey. So
you want to get us into some news, Perry?
Yeah, there's a lot of inactives this week, so we're not going to spend a ton of time talking about each of these, right? We're just going to kind of run through them real quick take, because then we're going to talk about all the matchups, and these guys are going to come up in these matchups. So first up, Miles Sanders has officially been ruled out for week 8. Just means Boston Scott is the guy in that backfield. Scale of 1 to 10, Justin, what's your confidence in starting Boston Scott?
I'd say a 7.
7?
Yeah.
Oh, all right. Well, he had 70% of the snaps last week, so nicely done. Michael Thomas, this one was surprising to me. He's also been ruled out for week 8. I
He
thought
get
for
in a
sure.
fight or
What's that?
he get in a fight or
I don't think so. But
we can't rule it out.
There were reports that he was like fully doing everything the wide receivers were doing in practice. So like he was essentially a full participant in practice. So I thought for sure he'd play. He is not going to play. Michael Thomas is not going to play. Aaron Jones has been ruled out of week 8 as well. Same as last week. 1 to 10 on Jamal Williams.
A 10?
10. Yeah, I think so as well. I think there's supposed to be some pretty nasty weather in this game. So Jamal Williams passing down work. I don't know. I'm trying to decide, right? Is it going to see an increase or is it going to see a decrease?
I mean, probably I would guess an increase because like in strong win games, the deep ball is the problem. You can throw a 5-yard pass still. The wind's not going to affect that too much.
Yeah, I think you're right. I agree with Justin. Jamal Williams is an auto start. Jalen Rhaegar will return this week versus the Cowboys. He's been out since week 2 after a thumb injury that required surgery. Confidence in starting Jalen Rhaegar at all?
Yeah, a strong 4.
Strong 4. Okay.
I mean, we haven't seen it from him yet. You know what I mean? He's still a rookie. Right. He hasn't gotten the experience that some of these other rookies have because he's missed so much time. So,
right. It is against the Cowboys.
And he's a great player to stash, even if he's available. Grab him, pick him up. Even if he doesn't kill it this week, maybe a week or 2 from now he will.
Right. Man, I wish he had one game before this.
Yeah.
You know, one game to get back into it before Dallas because, man, that Dallas matchup. Okay, Christian McCaffrey. There was some talk that he might play last night. Obviously, he did not play last night, so I'm not here to report that.
Breaking news.
Yeah, will not play yesterday. No, Christian McCaffrey, in all likelihood, will be back next week. Mike Davis had kind of a dud game. He's had a few dud games actually. He's just found the end zone to save his weeks the last couple weeks.
This was a great week for him to have a dud week, so that way I can have more confidence that they're going all the way back to Christian McCaffrey with hardly any timeshare.
Right. I will say if you are the Christian McCaffrey owner, now might be a decent time after that dud week of Mike Davis to go out and see if you can get Mike Davis as that insurance policy for Christian McCaffrey. He didn't blow up, which means you might be able to get him for fairly cheap. So just something to consider. I don't think it's a must if you're the Christian McCaffrey owner. I am the Christian McCaffrey owner in our league, and I will not be going out and chasing Mike Davis. If he hits waivers, yeah, I'll probably grab him. But I'm not going to go out and chase him just because I don't need it.
Yeah, the only player that I would give up is the player that I would be planning to drop to pick him up off waivers.
Right, exactly. Okay, Allen Robinson is currently in the concussion protocol. It's not looking good for Allen Robinson to play this week unless something miraculous happens. But he was in the concussion protocol as of today, Friday. So Darnell Mooney, I think, has been looking pretty darn good.
Yeah.
And I would be okay with you throwing him out there as kind of this like dart throw start this week against the Saints. I don't think the Saints are as good as they should have been on defense so far this season. Now, I think there are a lot of better options than Darnell Mooney, but Justin, just to test the waters here, Darnell Mooney or Jalen Rhaegar?
I go Mooney.
I think so. I think I would as well. And with Chris Godwin out this week, would you go Darnell Mooney or Scotty Miller?
Scotty
Miller. It's probably the right call, but man, I really want to say Mooney.
I know. Me too. I really like Mooney.
Okay, so I just alluded to it. Chris Godwin is out this week. He's having surgery or had surgery on a fractured finger. So he will not play this week. He's coming off, or Scotty Miller's coming off 109 yards on 6 catches. I mean, Scotty Miller, is he the guy? I don't think so. I think it was just a week for him. It just happened.
I mean, he's also got, Tom Brady there throwing the ball, which is fantastic for him, because that's why I prefer him over Mooney, is because the quarterback play I trust more. So yeah, I don't think it's necessarily he's an amazing wide receiver, but he's in a good situation.
Yeah. I don't know. We'll see. It's happened before this season, and then where it should have worked out for him, and then it didn't. So
yep.
I'm just not. I hope I'm not in a position where I have to start Scotty Miller, but he is definitely a startable option this week. Debo Samuel is ruled out for Week 8 against the Seahawks. I don't know, man, about Debo Samuel. I think he's pretty much droppable in any redraft league at this point.
I don't think he's necessarily droppable. I mean, his value is pretty low.
There's so many injuries right now that it's so hard to keep an injured wide receiver that's constantly injured all season.
I mean, you're right. It's just, I would hold on to him. But, I mean, on the other side of it, Ayuk.
Yeah. I mean, I'm going to reiterate. I think you can probably drop Debo Samuel. Justin doesn't think so.
Yeah, I would not quite drop him yet.
Yeah, but Brandon Ayuk should see lots of targets. I like Ayuk as a start this week for sure, especially against Seattle. Calvin Ridley left last night's game. His X-rays came back negative. His MRI revealed a midfoot sprain. He's currently day-to-day. He has 10 days now between Thursday night game and next week's game. So he could play against the Broncos in Week 9. I wouldn't count on it. I think he may miss next week with that midfoot sprain. I think it's probably going to come down to pain management for him. So we'll see. But Russell Gage should see an expanded role if Calvin Ridley were to miss next week. So again, this is not going to affect this week. The game already happened. Mark Ingram, doubtful for Week 8. I believe he's actually ruled as out now.
Yeah.
So Mark Ingram will not play. J.K. Dobbins and Gus Edwards, you got to pick one.
I'm going J.K.
You're going J.K. Dobbins, huh? Oh, I think J.K. is like the correct choice in terms of like, hey, I'm running a football team. Obviously, it's J.K. Dobbins.
Yeah, the future of our team.
Right. But everything else I've seen from the Ravens this year tells me, who knows? It could be Gus Edwards. Yeah. Gus Edwards could lead this backfield in carries and receiving receptions. So, yeah, I guess if you are confident, want to go with one of these guys, go for it. But it's a really bad matchup against the Steelers.
Yeah, that's also true.
Yeah. Phillip Rivers is in the concussion protocol for Week 8. He did not participate in practice on Thursday. I believe he did not participate in practice today either. So I really like Melvin Gordon this week. I think most people are probably starting him anyways, but I think you can consider him even higher, probably mid RB2 level for Melvin Gordon. And if he finds the end zone a couple times, obviously he'll hit that RB1 category again. But they're playing a decent defense in the Chargers, and Denver just has so much trouble moving the ball. So we'll see how it works out. This is kind of crazy. The Seahawks backfield is completely decimated at the moment. Travis Homer is now questionable. Chris Carson is going to be a game time decision. So I don't really know how you're going to wait to see if he plays.
Yeah.
And Carlos Hyde is doubtful.
Yeah.
Now. So really the only healthy running back on the team is a rookie, DJ Dallas. Are you willing to put DJ Dallas in your lineup?
No, because Carlos Hyde is doubtful, so probably not playing, but maybe. And then also, like you said, Carson is a game time decision. Like, he could play.
Are you putting Chris Carson in if he plays?
Yeah.
I don't think I am. I don't know. I mean, he could leave that game so quick.
He could, yeah.
I'm not willing to take that risk. I'm also not willing to play DJ Dallas either. Devonta Freeman is he missed practice today, Friday, so Freeman probably not going to play on Monday night against the Bucs. Wayne Gallman is the guy to put in there, but it's a very, very tough matchup against Tampa. And I would not start Wayne Gallman, even though he's likely to be the only running back there.
Yeah, he would have to be like the only starting running back on my team that I could put in there for me to put him in.
Right. Joe Mixon has been ruled out for week 8. He missed last week. Giovanni Bernard played great for him in last week. I love Giovanni Bernard again this week. Just put him back in.
Yep.
And then Dalvin Cook is likely to return this week.
He's actually questionable now. He had a groin injury today.
Awesome.
Yeah, so stay tuned.
Stay tuned. I think have the trigger ready on Alexander Madison, guys. So I know he's out there on some waivers because he's not 100% owned. So yeah, you just gonna have to pay attention to it. And okay, that's everything I want to talk about. Obviously, we'll talk about some more injuries as we get into these matchups. But do you have injuries nobody cares or news nobody cares about?
I do.
That's
yeah, that's mean, Perry.
That's messed up.
Yeah. First, as everyone noticed by now, last week Jerick McKinnon didn't really play football. And he said that was due to the fact he was battling tired legs.
Okay. That's what you want to hear out of a professional athlete.
Yeah, that's played 1 week.
Right.
Like you played 1 week. That's it. Why are you tired? Yeah, so that gives me a lot of confidence in him going into this week. Because his legs should be rested now, right?
Absolutely, yeah. He's rested. You'll get like 3 or 4 snaps out of him before he gets tired.
Yeah. Josh Allen told Lefko on his podcast that he could throw the ball 82 yards from the goal line. I'm not sure why from the goal line matters, but it's part of the statement.
Well, how else are you going to measure it?
I mean, from the 5 or the 3 or literally any yard line inside the 18.
Everybody knows counting starts at 0, Justin. Come on.
Why he could throw? That's still amazing though. 82 yards. I want to see it though.
I want to see it.
Yeah.
I want to see it. That's really far.
Yeah, that's amazing. He did challenge Pat Mahomes during the offseason to see who could throw it further, and instead Pat Mahomes took $500 million from his team.
Yeah, and put ketchup on a steak.
Yeah, weirdo. You can do that when you're super rich, though.
You can do that even if you're poor. I don't care.
No, if you do it if you're poor, I hate you.
Jeez.
But if you're super rich, you could get away with whatever you want, really. I mean, who cares if I hate you?
All right.
Last thing. Giants Logan Ryan says facing Tom Brady is like the final boss in Mario.
Okay. I like that, man. That's cool.
Yeah, I don't know. Tom Brady Bowser? Tom Brady just doesn't come off as Bowser to me. Also, I don't think he knew the name of Bowser, and that's why he said it that way.
Yeah, okay, real quick, and leave a comment, guys. What final boss is Tom Brady in any video game?
Yeah, that's a good
leave
question.
A comment. I gotta think about it myself.
I know. I'm like, man, that's tough.
But yeah, leave a comment. That's a good one.
I'm going. So it's not a video game, so I'm already cheating. But I'm going Star Wars: The Emperor.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because he's not the most athletic, but he's cerebral. Like
Mm-hmm,
he's planning ahead. He's 4 steps ahead of the defense.
Okay. And Ndamukong Suh is Jabba the Hutt, right?
I like to think so.
Okay, good.
He's shady. He's dirty. Scum. Nobody likes him. Shall I continue?
Yeah, let's continue into some. I want to go over some midseason statistics with you real quick, Justin.
Yeah, I'm excited about this. I was actually just looking at some.
Oh no, I was going to test you.
Oh well, it's very limited what I was looking at. I was looking for something way too specific to probably be relevant to anything. So you're probably safe.
All right, for passing yardage leaders right now, can you tell me who's leading in passing yards currently?
Ooh, yards.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go with. Is it Atlanta?
Matt Ryan. Yeah. So Matt Ryan is leading. He does have one more game than everybody else right now, obviously. Do you know Teddy Bridgewater is second in passing yards?
I never would have guessed that one.
Mm-hmm. Deshaun Watson third, Joe Burrow fourth, Josh Allen fifth.
Yeah, I knew Josh Allen was top 5.
Yeah. For rushing yardage, do you got any idea who the leader in rushing yards is?
It's someone crazy. I looked this up like a week ago. I can't remember though. Who is it?
It is not someone crazy. It is Derrick Henry.
Oh, I was thinking QB rushing yards. Sorry. The number 1 rushing QB is someone insane.
Yeah, I think it's Danny Dimes.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. That's who it was.
Sorry. Okay. Any idea who is second? Or do you have any idea who else is in the top 5?
For rushing, I'm going to say Gibson.
No.
No?
No, it's Clyde Edwards-Helaire is second.
Okay.
Todd Gurley is third.
Yeah. Dang.
Kenyon Drake is fourth.
Oh, wow. That's probably the most shocking to me.
Yeah. And Ronald Jones is fifth.
Okay.
Yeah. No Zeke on that list. That's pretty surprising.
Yeah. I mean, if we look at most fumbles.
Right. And then last one here, receiving yardage. The first one should be pretty easy.
Yeah. Nuke.
Yeah. DeAndre Hopkins, 704 receiving yards so far. The second one is incredible.
Oh.
Never would have guessed.
Okay, give me a second on this. Let me think. Going through. Oh man, I don't know.
Robbie Anderson.
Oh, dang.
688 receiving yards so far. Calvin Ridley third.
Yeah.
DJ Moore fourth. And Stefan
DJ. So Panthers have 2 top 5.
Yeah, yardage wide receivers right now, which makes sense. Teddy Bridgewater is number 2 in yardage. He has also played one more game than everybody. Keep in mind.
It's funny because when I told you that the stats I was looking up when it affected this, I should have known the answers to these because I just realized this was the exact stat I was looking up was yardage for wide receivers.
Exact.
Yes. Okay. Because I was wondering, I'm like, we're halfway through the season. I wonder what receivers are going to on track to be 1,000-yard reception or receiving yards. So that's why I was looking that up.
Roger that. Well, should we jump into the matchups here?
Let's do it.
All right. First one, Vikings, Packers. And this one is slated to have some really nasty weather.
Yeah.
25-mile-an-hour sustained winds.
Yeah, gusts up to 40.
Mile gusts.
Yeah.
Looking at this game, Justin, what stands out immediately for the Vikings?
I mean, first thing in general is, like you said about the weather, something people should keep in mind is rain normally doesn't affect games too much. Snow normally doesn't affect games too much. Wind absolutely destroys the deep pass. So that's something to keep in mind. So to me, the biggest thing that stands out in this game is that. So it's going to be like who's going to be able to establish the run and the short to intermediate passes the best. And
I'm most worried about Justin Jefferson.
Yeah.
I think Adam Thielen will make it work, right? He's going to be the possession guy. I think Adam Thielen will have a lot of targets in terms of what his normal target load is. He might not reach the yardage total he normally gets to, but I still like Adam Thielen this week quite a bit. And then obviously Dalvin Cook questionable with that groin injury. Do not start Kirk Cousins.
No. Yes, please.
Do not start Kirk Cousins. Dalvin Cook, if he is active, start him. That's how I feel about that. He will get a lot of work. On the Packers side of the ball, I'm still okay with you starting Aaron Rodgers. I think he's talented enough to make it work. I don't think he's going to be beating anybody deep.
Yeah, Devontae Adams, I'm okay with.
Yeah, Devontae Adams. He had 20 targets last week. Is that right?
Yeah.
That's insane. That's just insane. Okay.
That's probably where the receivers stop for me there.
Yeah, the receivers definitely stopped there for me. Robert Tunyan, I dropped him in our league personally. I think there's some better options out there this week. Robert Tunyan, I don't think he's a must start.
No,
especially with Devontae Adams back. And then I've got the Packers winning this one pretty easily.
Yeah, I think Packers win as well.
Okay, let's talk about the Titans and the Bengals.
Let's do it.
Let's start with the Titans.
I think the Titans, I mean, the only real question about who you start here is, are you starting Corey Davis?
I think I'm okay with it, considering all the injuries.
Yeah. Before this year, I was a firm never Daviser.
Never Daviser.
And but I mean, like you said, with all the injuries and stuff, he is a startable wide receiver, and it's actually been his best fantasy year. So I'm okay with it. If you're in desperation mode, you can put Corey Davis in there.
Yeah, I think so as well. Otherwise, everybody else that's been startable on the Titans continues to be startable on the Titans this week.
Yes.
Bengals, we're looking at Giovanni Bernard as a starting option, please. Of course. Joe Burrow, I think, is fine start this week. Don't worry about it. I think the questions start to rise in the wide receivers. There's two that you are starting, no doubt. And that's T. Higgins and Tyler Boyd, I believe, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're not starting Tyler Boyd?
I'm okay with starting Tyler Boyd.
Oh, okay. And then AJ Green. I mean, he's had two back-to-back weeks where he's been decent.
He's been
getting targets. A lot of people think that they're just trying to showcase him for a trade. I don't know. Are you willing to put AJ Green out on the field again, knowing how many injuries are out there right now?
Let me ask you a question, Perry. Would you rather have AJ Green rest of season or Mike Evans?
I plead the fifth.
Okay. No, I'm not putting AJ Green out there. I don't trust it. Titans have a good defense. He's not good anymore.
Yeah, I don't think I can do it. I don't think AJ Green's good anymore. I don't care what I've seen the last 2 weeks. I will say, if it happens again this week, I will admit how wrong I am.
Yeah,
but
I'm on board with you on that. If he continues to see that volume, I'm not going to admit that I'm wrong about him not being good anymore. But you don't have to be good when you get that volume.
Right. Okay. That game, I'm going to take the Titans to win.
Yeah, and then the next one, me too. Next one, this is the game of the week, I think.
Okay, wait. I'm gonna sum this one up real quick. Sit Jets, start Chiefs. Chiefs win.
Yeah, that covers it.
We done here?
Yeah.
Okay, no, in all seriousness, I'm not willing to start a single Jet, not even Michael P. Ryan.
There's one Jet that I'm interested in rostering, but not starting for sure, and that's Denzel Mims.
Okay. I can get on board with that. And then Chiefs, start everybody that's obvious, clearly. I think people have questions here about the backfield.
The revenge game.
I believe they are both startable.
Yeah, it's the revenge game for Lev Bell.
The revenge game has always been kind of a meme, but I truly believe that this week, that Le'Veon Bell, this is not supposed to sound mean or bad about Le'Veon Bell, but I think he's a spiteful person. And I think that he wants to show Adam Gase how big of an idiot he is.
Yeah, I agree with you 100%. I'm usually not on board with these narratives like, oh, well, it's the revenge game, or, you know, it's the first time in history this team has never beat this team in this stadium. And, you know, I don't care about any of that stuff. But this time I actually think Le'Veon Bell does care about this.
I do too. And I do think that going to the Chiefs, he knew they were playing the Jets in 2 weeks. Like I'm pretty sure that it went through his mind.
Yeah. Probably not, you know, what made him decide to go there. No. Winning a Super Bowl probably did. But it was like sprinkles on top.
All the teams that were considered interested in the news were playing the Jets
in the next 3 weeks.
Yes. So I think it's a factor. As for the wide receivers on the Chiefs, I'm only willing to start Tyreek Hill.
Yeah.
I'm done there.
No Byron Pringle?
No, I'm not starting any of the wide receivers except Tyreek Hill. And then I'm starting Travis Kelce, starting both the running backs.
Man, Mecole Hardman put out a tweet. He's upset at fantasy owners that are tweeting at him. He was like,
People need to stop doing that.
Yeah, he's like, I don't care about your fantasy team. He's like, if you're upset with me, then you shouldn't have drafted me.
Yeah, it's weird when people do that. It's just don't tweet at players.
That's what I'm like. I like retweeted his tweet and I was like, I own him in a lot of leagues and like I'm not upset with him. Like if I drafted him and he's not performing to where I thought he would, that's not his fault. That's my fault.
Right. I think the only time you can tweet at a player is, hey, great job this week. Like,
or if it's Le'Veon Bell and he sat out for a season after saying he was going to be an all-star for fantasy purposes. Yeah, that one was okay.
I'm going to take the Chiefs to win that one, and I think it's going to be a blowout. You know what? Pat Mahomes might be a risky start because he might not play the fourth quarter.
Yeah, that's probably true. But the good news is he'll have 50 points by then.
All right. Colts Lions. Colts defense is legit. I think we can agree there finally. Does that give you hesitation with any Lions players?
Yeah.
So DeAndre Swift,
I'm starting. He's been the most reliable rookie running back thus far.
Yeah, I think that you can definitely put him out there. Starting Galladay.
Yeah.
Anybody else?
I saw someone refer to Galladay as Galla Bills, y'all.
I like that a lot. Yeah,
but no one else to answer your question.
Hawkinson?
Oh, Hawkinson. Yeah, for wide receivers, no one else. I'm starting Hawkinson. I'm starting week in, week out.
Cool.
I will say Adrian Peterson. No.
I'm not going to start Adrian Peterson. As Swift has gotten better, Peterson's obviously gotten worse for fantasy. It's just the natural order of things that we expected to happen. So, for the Colts, Mo Alley Cox is officially questionable. Yeah, so I guess I'm just going to start the normal players that I've been starting for the Colts, which is Jonathan Taylor.
Yeah.
Right?
Do you know who led them in receptions last week?
No one?
Marcus Johnson.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah. So no one that anyone has rostered.
Yeah, I'm literally starting Jonathan Taylor and that's it.
In a deeper league, I would start Pascal.
Okay, that's
Uh,
fair.
and Trey Burton if I'm desperate in a big league and need a tight end.
Okay. I think the Colts win this purely on defense. So.
Yeah, I'm gonna agree.
Okay. This might be the matchup of the week. Let me take a quick glance.
You didn't agree with me that the Jets Chiefs is?
That's not a game.
it's a great warm up for the Chiefs for next week.
Yeah. Yeah, I think this is probably the matchup of the week for me.
Yeah.
Steelers Ravens. Yeah, I mean, arguably the two best defenses in the NFL, right? I mean, both at least probably top.
Yeah,
4.
they're both. Yeah, I would agree with that.
A week in and week out, I think it might fluctuate a little bit here. But Steelers, I think the question is, you continue to start the fantasy options that have been doing so well for you against this Ravens defense. I think you have to start. You have to start one of these wide receivers. Which one is it?
Man, I think
Juju got 14 targets last week.
Did he? Oh, targets. Yeah. He had 9 receptions. Yeah, I'm going with Deontay Johnson. If Deontay Johnson's on the field, he appears to be the number 1 wide receiver. Big Ben treats him that way, targets him. He left the game last week, but not before getting 9 receptions, 80 yards, and 2 touchdowns.
So Juju was drafted as a lot of people's number 1 or number 2 receiver, depending on how deep they went at running back. But he's been consistently mediocre pretty much all season.
Yeah.
Do you start Juju or CeeDee Lamb?
I'm going with Juju here just because of the quarterback situation for CeeDee Lamb.
Juju or DJ Chark? Oh, yeah. Wait, they're not playing this week. They're on bye.
Yeah, so I'll go with Juju.
That's a good call. Juju or AJ Green?
That is super gross this is a hard decision. Oh man, I'm going Juju. I can't do it.
Yeah, I think that's the right call. Last one, Juju or Mooney? Darnell Mooney.
I think I might take a flyer on Mooney on that one.
Okay.
I know that's not the popular decision, but it's that's one I'm willing to gamble on.
Yeah. I think if you can get away from Ben Roethlisberger this week, you should. Ravens. Did you know Lamar Jackson is not a top 12 quarterback at the moment?
Yeah.
And see?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's insane. And I don't see it getting better this week. I honestly don't.
No, and I mean, I think this is a big week for both these teams. Like whichever team loses, I feel like it's a big situation for them. Yeah.
This is the division this week, probably.
And I think especially Lamar Jackson, it's even more than that. You know what I mean? Like this is telling as him as a player, because a lot of people are like, oh, look, he's not as good as everyone thought.
I mean, I don't want to say the I told you so. But I've been kind of saying it all year that I thought Lamar Jackson was going to see a significant drop off this year.
Yeah, I mean, we both talked about that during the offseason that, we'd see a rushing regression because the NFL adapts.
Right. Yeah, I mean, the NFL adapts, and
he is a completely different player when he can't run.
Yeah, and there is something to be said. There's a current argument that the defense is so good that he doesn't have to do a whole lot. And that's not ridiculous.
No,
but,
yeah, it's legit. That's how, Jimmy G last year.
Right. But I will say that he's missing guys. Like,
yeah,
he's making the correct throw, right? The guy is open. It's the right throw, but he's just missing them. So I don't know, man. I think coming off the bye week, hopefully
Yeah.
they've cleared some stuff up.
And they struggled against the Eagles the week prior.
Right. So I'm gonna take the Steelers here.
I am
Actually,
as well.
I think the Steelers are very good. Like
Yeah.
very good.
I actually think the Steelers' defense is better and their offense. So
Yeah, I agree with you. Okay.
and I mean, like we said, the Ravens running back Mark Ingram is out.
Yeah. Yep. I would avoid Hollywood Brown this week too.
Yeah, he could.
Yeah.
He could be completely shut out.
Completely. Okay. Rams Dolphins.
Oh,
I think
God.
it might be a pretty good game.
I feel so bad for Tua.
I know. What again? I mean, I'm gonna say it one more time. What were they thinking? Anyways, Rams Dolphins. I think this could be a pretty good game. Although with Tua's first game out there, who knows what's going to happen?
Yeah.
How do you feel about the Dolphins pass catchers? Mike Gesicki, confident?
Mike Gesicki is probably the only one I'm I have any confidence in. All the wide receivers, I don't know who Tua is going to favor.
I think it's still going to be Parker. I mean, he is the number one read on these plays.
Yeah. But
You know,
I
I
mean,
think
with the mobile
Parker-
quarterback, that could change too. Like if he rolls out one direction and Parker doesn't happen to be there.
Well, Tua's in college was like hyper accurate.
Yeah.
I think he's a better passer than people give him credit for. He is a mobile quarterback. You're completely right, but I think his mobility sometimes overshadows his passing ability. I think he's a much better passer than people are ready for. So we'll see, man.
Yeah,
I
we'll
don't know.
see. NFL's a different game, so
Right. I agree that I like Gesicki a lot this week, mostly because they don't want to put him out there and then just have him get completely pummeled by Aaron Donald for 60 minutes.
And I mean, the NFL is it's a league of copycats. You know, everyone watches film and what was successful, right? We saw the Rams just do very well against the Bears last week, but the week before we saw the 49ers just dismantle the Rams just by these quick short passes constantly, which favors like the tight end and the running backs. So I think that you may see that from the Dolphins. They may try and emulate that somewhat.
Yeah, agree. That's exactly what I was getting to. For the Rams, I'm a little worried about Jared Goff this week against the Dolphins. Their secondary is much better than it has been in the last decade. So
yeah, I mean, I'm probably not starting Goff in most situations.
Robert Woods, Cooper Kupp, neither of them have been quite as good as we expected them to be.
Yeah, as advertised.
But I think they're both startable. I think you can still continue to start both of them.
Don't expect wide receiver one numbers from them, but I think they'll be startable.
They're both mid to low wide receiver twos for me. I'm going to take the Dolphins to win this game, man. To a life.
Yeah. I'm gonna go. So I'm going Rams to win it. I think this first one we disagree on.
That's the smart choice. Story.
Yeah. Right. Tua won you over.
No. I believe that Ryan Fitzpatrick did such a good job teaching Tua. That's why he's starting.
I hope Tua shows up with like a full Ryan Fitzpatrick beard.
Oh God, that'd be amazing. I hope.
That should be his Halloween costume.
Maybe it's not even Tua out there, man. Maybe Ryan Fitzpatrick just shaved.
Yeah, that's what he looked like this whole time under that beard.
Give me your jersey. I'm number one now. Okay. You go put on the Fitzpatrick jersey, and here's all my beard shavings. Glue that to your face. Let's get out there.
All right. So
Patriots.
Yeah, this is another one that I think will be a very good game.
I don't know, man. I don't know if the Patriots are that good. I don't know. I think we're still kind of stuck on the fact that they started good. They had 2 good games to start the season, and they've been terrible ever since.
Yeah.
Like, terrible.
I mean, to be fair, though, they had 2 good games. Then Cam Newton was out and then came back and had a terrible game.
Right. I don't know, man. Edelman, I didn't cover this in the news, but Edelman is going to miss some time. He had a precautionary procedure on his knee. That's kind of a really weird way to put that, but that's exactly what is said. So he had a procedure on his knee that was precautionary.
That's a bold precaution.
Yeah. We're gonna go ahead and remove your foot, just precautionary.
Yeah, just in case so that way you can't break it in the future.
Right. Yeah. If you don't have a foot, you can't break your foot. It's true. I'm not starting a single Patriot flat out.
Yeah, I agree with you. I'm like, that can't be true.
I would rather start a Jet than a Patriot.
Yeah, I'd rather start Mims over any Patriot.
Yeah. Bills. Yeah, I mean the Patriots defense is
and
pretty
Pirine
good
over any of their running backs.
Yeah. The Patriots defense is pretty solid, but I'm not too scared of them. I mean, I'm going to start Josh Allen. I'm going to start Stefan Diggs. John Brown, is he back this week? Do we know for sure?
Find out. Yeah, find out. I believe he is. Singletary, I'm okay starting as well. Though don't expect him, like he's in that similar thing I was talking about. Don't expect him to be running back 1, but he's a start. He should be startable.
John Brown is not listed on the injury report.
Yeah. So would you start him?
It's got to be a pretty deep league.
Yeah, I was gonna say he's in that maybe category for me. He's down there a little ways, but
I don't think he's unstartable. It's got to be like that 12-team, 3 wide receiver leagues. Sure, John Brown could probably slide into a lineup or 2, but I like Stefan Diggs this week. Stefan Gilmore, I believe, might be missing some time. Why don't you keep talking while I figure that out?
Yeah. So I was just looking in my rankings where I have John Brown, and he actually is not in my rankings, so I need to add him in there. And it's funny because I have down for the week down to wide receiver 110, and somehow I do not have John Brown anywhere in there. I need to add him because that's an oversight on my part and Fantasy Pros part.
Stefan Gilmore is officially questionable for this week. So
yeah,
I don't know. I'm not scared of Diggs. We'll start Diggs, no problem. I mean, I would start Diggs.
Diggs, I'm starting. Yeah, it's a question for Brown for me.
Yeah, Devin Singletary is unfortunately in this position where you probably have to play him. I mean,
that's what I was just saying while you're looking that up.
Yeah, I think a lot of people don't want to, and if you have the luxury not to, then don't. But I feel like a lot of people have to start him.
Yeah, we got about 6 more games to go through, Perry, and 10 minutes.
Okay, I'm gonna go fast. Bills win. Raiders Browns. I'm going Bills. I'm not scared of the Browns pass defense, so go ahead and start Derek Carr if you want to. I'm not really interested in any of the pass catchers, although I know a lot of people are into Nelson Aguilar.
Yeah, you were into him for the waivers.
But I don't know.
Yeah, are you starting? But you're not starting him. You think rosterable, but not startable.
Definitely rosterable, possibly startable, depending on your situation.
Yeah,
he could have a good week this week. We'll see. But I like Darren Waller.
I got a question. You think Derek Carr will be a top 12 quarterback this week?
Yes. Right around 12.
I agree with you.
Yeah, right around 12, but yes. Brown side of the ball, Kareem Hunt, of course, put him out there. I actually really like Jarvis Landry this week. Real quick, did you know Jarvis Landry has never missed a game?
I did not know that. That's amazing.
Yeah, I had no idea. I just saw that this week. But I like Jarvis Landry with Odell Beckham out
Yep.
quite a bit. And then I'll take the Browns to win this game on the ground.
How about Higgins? Would you put Higgins in for the Browns?
No. I mean, I rosterable, not
Yeah.
startable.
Yeah, I think in desperate situations, he's one of the I have him outside my flex position, so he's not super high ranked, but I could see situations.
Aguilar over Higgins for me.
I have them ranked close, but Higgins for me.
Okay.
All right, Raiders side.
Raiders what?
Raiders side of the ball. Oh, well, you already talked about the Raiders. And who you pick?
I'm gonna take the Browns to win on the ground.
Okay. Yeah, I agree with you.
I think Kareem Hunt has a big.
I'm going Raiders. I'm going Raiders on this one. They keep on, they're off and then they're on.
Okay. Broncos Chargers. Man, what a matchup. Yeah. Chargers, Justin Herbert is a monster. Continue to put him out there. This might be the week where he slows down a little bit. That Denver defense is better than it appears. But I still think you're starting Herbert.
Yep.
You starting any running backs for the Chargers? Joshua Kelly, Justin Jackson?
If I'm starting one by choice, then it's Justin Jackson, but I don't want to.
Yeah, I'm in agreement. I'm avoiding it if I can help it. Keenan Allen, definitely put him out there, and see if somebody is willing to trade for Keenan Allen. I don't think that guy gets enough love. Mike Williams, I don't think he practiced, but he misses practice a lot
and then still plays. I'm probably avoiding him just because the Broncos are a sneaky good defense.
Right. Yeah, Mike Williams is in that like wide receiver 3.
Yeah, there's probably better options.
Hunter Henry, I understand why people have to start him, but I would avoid it.
Yeah,
I would definitely avoid it.
If you have him rostered, you're starting him though.
Right. Okay, Broncos side of the ball, Noah Fant, Melvin.
Yes.
And it kind of ends there. Jerry Jeudy kind of falls in that wide receiver 3, low end wide receiver 3 category for me.
Yeah, I agree with you. None of the wide receivers.
Okay, I'm gonna take the Chargers to win. I really want to take Denver here because I want Drew Lock to be good, but Denver just can't score touchdowns.
Yeah, so. Give me the Chargers in this one.
All right, Saints Bears. Saints have pretty much no wide receivers playing right now. Their number one wide receiver will be, is it Traquan Smith? I'll have to look. I'm pulling them up right now. I think Traquan Smith might even be out.
No, I'm pretty sure he's active. I could be wrong on that.
I'm going to pull up their injury report here.
Yeah, you're obviously starting Kamara for the Saints.
Start Kamara. Latavius Murray?
I'm not starting. Bears have a pretty good defense.
Yeah. Traquan Smith is active. It's Marquise Callaway that is out. So Traquan Smith is the number one wide receiver. Emmanuel Sanders is on the COVID IR right now. So okay. Bears on the Bears side of the ball. Are the Bears good? I don't know. Nobody seems to know. Maybe. I think they might be.
I think they have a good defense, and they're like a team that grinds and wins. Like it's not a Kansas City like where it's flashy wins. Like I threw for 400 yards. They're barely they're going to grind down these other teams and win by a field goal.
Yeah,
that's what they do.
I like Jimmy Graham. Put him out there. Guy gets that red zone targets. Don't be afraid to start Jimmy Graham, especially considering how ugly the tight end landscape is. So
yeah, Monty.
Jimmy Graham. I mean, I can't scoff at too many starting running backs in the NFL right now.
Yeah,
there's too many injuries to just be like, no.
Yeah, can't keep your nose up. You got to get down in the dirt with them.
Literally, my top 3 picks in the draft are currently not playing. So I can't get too snobby. I'm going to take the Bears to win, man. Saints missing their like top 3 wide receivers.
That is true.
Drew Brees hasn't been playing
give
that
me the
well.
Bears in this game. You convince me.
Bears, which is crazy to think
about.
49ers Seahawks.
Oh my God.
49ers have shown glimpses of being good again, but
and also of being really bad.
Yeah.
Like the Miami game.
But Seahawks have given up more yards than any team in the NFL, more passing yards than ever through the first 7 games of a season. So I think that Jimmy Garoppolo is a decent stream. I like Ayuk a lot. Kittle should have a huge day. Running back situation, Justin, real quick. Give me a start.
Hasty.
Jermichael Hasty is the start for Justin. Okay.
You get it real quick?
Yeah, that was awesome. That was good. Seahawks, start everyone obvious. Don't start a running back. Right?
Yeah. I'm sorry. I was looking to see where I have Ayuk ranked. I currently have him ranked 16 this week.
I think that's a great spot for him. He could be even better. If he finds the end zone twice. I'm going to take the Seahawks to win, though.
I unfortunately agree.
Yeah. All right, 2 more, guys. 2 more. Hang in there. Cowboys, Eagles, the big division matchup. NFL game. I can't. These guys are both so bad.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. The winner of this game is in first place?
Yep.
Oh, okay. That makes no sense.
So that means that I'm streaming the Eagles defense this week.
Yes. Yeah. Stream the Eagles defense, play Ezekiel Elliott, play Amari Cooper, and that's it.
Yeah. The other ones you want to see what happens with DiNucci. I
like Carson Wentz this week quite a bit. I think Carson Wentz is probably the best stream of the week.
How you feel about Cowboys starting quarterback DiNucci?
I don't feel. Yeah. No.
Yeah.
I'm avoiding CeeDee Lamb this week. Yeah. But I really like Carson Wentz this week a lot. Please play Carson Wentz. Please play Travis Fulgham this week. Play Jalen Rhaegar if you have to, right? We already talked about him a little bit. And then play Boston Scott.
Yeah.
And the Eagles win this game.
Yep. And then the highest scoring defense of the week is next with the Buccaneers going against the Giants.
Yeah.
How over under Danny Dimes 2.5 fumbles?
I'm going to go under. I think he'll fumble twice.
Yeah, that's why I said it there, because I'm like, I feel like that's like 2 fumbles is what I expect from him.
Yeah, I think he'll fumble twice. Now, I think he'll fumble twice and he'll throw at least 1 interception.
Yeah.
I also think he'll be sacked probably 5 to 7 times.
It's going to be a rough day for him.
It's not going to be smooth sailing for Danny Dimes. It's not going to be smooth sailing for the Giants.
This is not going to end the way you thought it was. Huh?
I am not willing to start a Giant.
No.
Yeah.
Not one.
Bucks, start Tom Brady.
Would you rather start a Giant or a Patriot this week?
Wow, man. A Giant.
Me too. Slayton.
Yeah, Slayton. It's Slayton, but it's not pretty.
Yeah.
I'd rather get that White Claw.
Do it. The Buccaneers side of the ball. Scotty too hotty?
I mean, you could. You could. But I like Evans.
Yeah.
Mike Evans. I like Mike Evans a lot. I like Gronkowski a lot this week.
Yeah, him and Brady.
Yeah.
They're broing out there in Tampa.
Dude, that's what you do in Tampa.
Yeah, they're probably after the game hit jet skis.
They just had to get on Tampa time, dude. That's all. It took a little while to get on Tampa time, but
Yep.
Gronk and Brady, now they're on Tampa time.
Yeah, a couple White Claws later.
Yeah, I mean, there's White Claws in that jet ski cup holder. Like, they're good to go. Easily.
Yeah. All right. So Gronk, Evans, Scotty Miller, probably fine to throw out there. Tom Brady, if you have him, you're playing him for sure. Rojo, or what? Any other running back from there you would?
No.
Okay.
No. No. Leonard Fournette will do something at some point that'll piss Rojo owners off.
I think that this week I would be okay with Rojo. With Fournette. I think that he finds the end zone.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to, I'm feel bad if you have to, but
yeah, there's situations where I am in that situation. So.
All right, man. That's it.
Yeah, that's all of the games. All right. Thank you guys for joining us and have a happy Halloween. Be safe.
Yeah. Happy Halloween, everybody. It's Tampa time.